5 couples, one wedding venue, one day, and somebody in that building is about to say I do to the wrong person. Love is Blind, Season 10, finale drops, Wednesday, the March 4th on Netflix. And before you sit down to watch it, I am giving you the full breakdown. Every couple, every prediction, every red flag I have been clocking all season, and the one altar moment that is going to have the entire internet in shambles. Because based on everything I have seen, everything I have researched, and everything the spoiler accounts have been whispering for weeks, this finale is not what most people are expecting. Let's get all the way into it. Okay, before we break down every single couple, 3 things you are going to find out in this video. Number 1, which couples I am predicting say I do, and which ones I am predicting walk away, with receipts for every single prediction. Number 2, the one altar moment the finale preview is clearly teasing that is going to be the most dramatic scene of the entire season. Someone in a wedding dress, someone crying, someone calling someone a liar in front of their whole family. And number 3, the couple that most people are sleeping on, who I genuinely believe has the healthiest, most real relationship of the whole season. And if they do not make it to the altar together, I will be devastated. The finale is 3 days away. Subscribe right now so you do not miss the reaction video the second it drops. Okay, let's go couple by couple. First, let's set the scene. Because season 10 started with 8 couples getting engaged in the Ohio pods. 8, the most in the show's history. And then real life started doing what real life always does. Chris and Jessica fell apart publicly and painfully after Chris said he was struggling with attraction because she does not do Pilates every day. Yes, that actually happened. Yes, it went viral. Yes, they are done, gone. And then Connor and Bri had one of the most honest, heartbreaking conversations this show has ever aired. 2 days before their wedding day, Bri told Connor she just could not commit. She said she kept waiting for a shift in her heart that never came. She said it was not Connor. It was her. And Connor, in one of the most emotionally mature moments of the entire season, told her he had never had someone communicate so directly and honestly with him in his whole life. And that made him more excited about their future, together or not. So we went from 8 couples to 6 heading toward altars. And then Bri and Connor stepped back, which means 5 couples are walking into White Willow Meadows in Orient, Ohio on wedding day. 5 couples. And based on everything I know, not all of them are going to walk out married. Let me take them one by one. But wait, before I get into the predictions, there is one thing I need you to understand about how I am framing this. I am not just predicting yes or no. I am telling you why. Because there is a difference between a couple that falls apart at the altar and a couple that was never going to make it in the first place. And this season has both. Stay with me. Okay, couple number 1, Mike Gibney and Emma Betzinger. Mike is a Cleveland-based salesman. Emma is a speech-language pathologist, and they are actually the most intriguing mystery heading into this finale because episode 11 ended on their altar moment as a cliffhanger. Emma already said yes. She stood there and told Mike she cannot see a future without him. She said, "I love you." She said yes. And then the screen cut to black before Mike answered. Now, here is what the spoiler accounts are reporting. And according to Reality Receipts podcast hosts Ricky and Ashley, who have been right about this season multiple times already, they made it down the aisle together, but it does not end well. Emma said yes, Mike said no. Incomplete marriage license found online. No record of a wedding. But here is the wild part that the same sources are reporting. Allegedly, Emma already knew Mike was going to say no. She said yes anyway, to give the moment dramatic tension for the cameras. If that is true, that is one of the most chaotic decisions anyone has ever made on this show. And I love Emma for the chaos, but also I have so many questions. My prediction, Mike says no. Emma leaves hurt, but okay. No wedding for these 2. Couple number 2, Brittany Wicker and Devonta Anderson. Now, Devonta. Listen, I have tried to give Devonta the benefit of the doubt all season. He is charming, he is energetic, he cares about Brittany. But this man has said some things on camera this season that made viewers hit pause and rewind just to make sure they heard correctly. And the thing about Brittany is, she is sharp. She is not missing any of it. She has been processing his comments in real time on screen, and you can see it in her face. She hears him. She just has not decided yet whether she can live with it. The finale preview shows Devonta saying everything is like great, which on this show means nothing is great, and Brittany saying she can see her life with him, which sounds like someone who is trying to talk herself into something. Reality Receipts is reporting that Brittany and Devonta do not even make it to the altar ceremony. They do not have a wedding scene, which would put them in the Connor and Bri category, a split before the day. My prediction: they do not get married. And I think it is Brittany who calls it. She is too smart for any other outcome. Couple number 3. And this is the one I care about the most. Vic St. John and Christine Hamilton. Christine is a speech-language pathologist from Cleveland. Vic is an assistant professor at Ohio State. They are easily the most secure, most communicative, most genuinely compatible couple of the entire season. They have never had a screaming fight. They have never had a night where one person disappeared. They have never had an explosive mixer incident or a confrontation with a mystery ex. They just like each other, genuinely, deeply, in the way that is not dramatic enough for reality TV, but is absolutely the way real marriages actually work. The one tension heading into their wedding is Vic's family. The finale preview shows someone asking Vic how he thinks his sister is going to take everything. And what appears to be his sister telling Christine, "This is just strange," meeting on the day of, which is a thing that happens every season on this show and usually resolves itself at the altar. Here's what I know. Multiple sources spotted Vic wearing what appears to be a wedding ring this past summer. The Tab's spoiler reporting says Vic and Christine allegedly do get married and are still together today. And honestly, I would riot in the streets if this show let these two walk away without a wedding. My prediction: Vic and Christine say I do, and they are still together right now as we speak. Couple number 4, Ashley Carpenter and Alex Henderson. I did a full video on this relationship last week, and I am going to keep it relatively brief here because if you want the full Alex Henderson breakdown, go watch that video. But the short version is this. Alex is a former soccer player and self-described nomad who told another woman she was more his physical type than his own fiancée while they were in Cabo, who asked for a shared period tracking app to monitor Ashley's cycle, whose story about his ex in Austin kept changing, whose former coworkers went on TikTok to say they were shocked to see him on the show, whose own future father-in-law grilled him at their meeting and clocked every inconsistency in real time. Ashley has been trying to believe in this relationship through all of it. She loves hard, she forgives fast, and she told us from episode 1 that she knows she has a bad picker when it comes to men. The finale preview shows Ashley crying both in and out of her wedding dress. It shows what appears to be her walking away from the ceremony, and one audience member in the preview can clearly be heard saying she called him a liar. Reality Steve, who has a strong track record on this show, has reported that Alex and Ashley do not get married. My prediction: Ashley walks, and I am standing up and clapping for her when she does. But here's the twist I want to throw out there. Because the finale preview is deliberately vague about WHO the liar comment is attached to. Netflix is protecting the surprise. And based on everything I have seen this season, do not rule out Ashley actually making it to the altar before the truth comes out. The walking away clip could be the aftermath, not the cause. Either way, no wedding for Alex and Ashley. Couple number 5, Jordan Faith and Amber Morrison. Jordan and Amber have genuinely been one of the strongest couples of the season. They bonded deeply in the pods. They had a smooth Cabo trip. The chemistry is real. The communication is consistent. The physical connection is obvious. The one thing that has been quietly building as a tension point is Jordan and Amber's 7-year-old daughter, Emma. Jordan is not a parent. He has never done this before. And in recent episodes, he has admitted that welcoming a child into his life is a lot of pressure. The finale preview shows Jordan saying exactly that. It's a lot of pressure. And then it shows Amber in her wedding dress, hugging a little girl who appears to be her daughter. Here is my take on Jordan and Amber. Jordan is not running away from this. He is being honest about the weight of it. And there is a difference between a man who panics and disappears and a man who says, "This is a lot, and I need to make sure I am ready." Jordan seems like the second type. My prediction: Jordan and Amber say I do. And Emma gets a stepdad who actually showed up. Okay, I need you to focus right now, because here is the part that changes everything we think we know about this finale. Based on all the spoiler data and all the research I have done, here is how I see Wednesday playing out. Vic and Christine get married. That one I am nearly certain about. Jordan and Amber get married. Strong prediction there. Mike says no to Emma at the altar after she already said yes. Heartbreaking, but not shocking. Brittany and Devonta do not make it to the ceremony, split before the altar. And Ashley, the most dramatic moment of the entire finale. Whether she makes it to the altar before calling Alex out, or whether she leaves before she gets there, she does not marry Alex Henderson. And honestly, best decision of her life. So if I am right, 2 weddings this season. Vic and Christine, Jordan and Amber, and 3 couples leaving White Willow Meadows without rings on their fingers. That is actually a pretty good hit rate for this experiment, because last season we got 0 weddings. Ohio is doing better than whatever that was. Now here is my hot take, and I genuinely want your opinion in the comments. Love is Blind Season 10 is being called one of the most dramatic seasons in years, and it is. But here's what I actually think made it special. It is the first season in a while where the bad relationships were obviously bad in real time as we watched them. Chris and Jessica, Alex and Ashley, even Devonta's comments. The audience was not gaslit. We were not asked to root for something clearly broken. We were shown exactly what was happening, and we were trusted to react to it. That is actually good television, and it makes the healthy relationships, Vic and Christine, Jordan, and Amber, feel even more earned. Because we have been watching what dysfunction looks like all season, and then we get to see what the real thing looks like standing next to it. Comment below right now, who is your prediction for the most dramatic altar moment of the finale? Ashley and Alex, Mike and Emma? Or do you think there's a surprise coming that none of us are prepared for? Drop it below. I am reading every single comment, and I will be back Wednesday night after the finale drops with the full reaction and results video. All right? Let's close this out. 3 things to take away before Wednesday. 1. 5 couples walk into White Willow Meadows. Based on everything I know, 2 of them walk out married. Vic and Christine, Jordan and Amber. 2. The Alex and Ashley altar moment is the emotional centerpiece of this entire season. However it ends, it is going to be must-watch television. 3. This is one of the best casts Love is Blind has had in years. Not because they all found love, but because they were all real. Messy and honest and real. And that is actually what this show is supposed to be. The Season 10 finale drops Wednesday, March 4th on Netflix. Watch it. Come back here immediately after. Because the reaction video and full breakdown goes up the minute I finish watching. Subscribe and hit the bell right now. I will see you Wednesday night.